What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another live stream here for the watch party for the Thursday night West Coast edition of Eviction Thursday for Big Brother 28. I'm your host, Bobby Goodsby. Sorry I'm a little late. The episode's airing in my ear. My kiddo was absolutely struggling to go to bed tonight. She just would not go down. So I'm running a little bit late, but I'm here with you guys to watch. We're about 20 minutes into the episode, so I'm a little behind, but I pretty much know everything that's gone on so far in this week. So it's just filling us in. Right now, we see Lala with Fap in the room talking, discussing everything. All right. So let's let people trickle in here. Get your guys' comments read live here on stream. Twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby after show on YouTube. If you're new here, I read all your guys' questions live on stream. And like I said, I apologize for my tardiness, but we are here. And so we have them discussing the icons currently on the Thursday night episode. It's Fap, Yash, and Lala talking about the icons and how they need to go after them sooner rather than later. And I agree. I think that is the right call, but let's see if it actually sticks that way going forward in the night. Who do you guys think is going home tonight? If you guys know, please don't let us know in the chat. I think Haley's pretty much screwed unless she wins that blockbuster. However, Dee later on in the afternoon today has been trying to flip that vote, has been trying to get the vote onto Chuck so that Chuck will go home over Haley. Dee loves those last second flips. She absolutely loves it. So let's see what happens tonight. Let's see if Haley's able to save herself with the blockbuster. If the vote flip actually goes through, we'll have to wait and see. All right, so I'm listening in on the episode right now. Like I said, Fap, Yash, and Lala is talking about going after the icons at some point. It looks like the wine is flowing for these people. Also, what are Drew and Barrett doing? Are they just like grinding pepper? Like, what are they? So I'm lost. What is going on here? What's up, Humane? How you doing? Let me put the comments live here on the stream. If you guys didn't catch it earlier, we had Brent Wagama on the podcast earlier today, breaking down his thoughts on the season. Also, apologize for my hair right now. I have pool hair. Got in the pool with the kiddo, and so my hair is a little wild right now. Lala and Angela in kitchen on feeds. Well, they just showed Lala and Angela in the kitchen in the clip of Angela almost taking out Lala with the butter knife. This beard tastes weird. I don't know what's up with this one. I don't know. That tastes flat or something. Still gonna drink it. At least Angela isn't Justin Seabig, right? There is a plus side, is there not? Of course, they're running a weekly test in my ear over the episode. So what's up, Humane? Did you watch any football tonight? I haven't got to catch anything. Man. All right, so we see Barrett basically leaking that information about Lala to Devins now. Kind of just yada-yadaing anyways until we get to the part where we get to the blockbuster, because all of this is kind of stuff we already knew about. How basically anytime anyone says anything about the icons, especially Dee or Devins, Barrett and Drew just end up going and ratting that information out to the other side. They keep telling the icons everything. Yep, and here we go. Yep, there's Barrett and Drew once again filling Dee and Angela in on everything anyone says about them. And yet the icons still at times think that they can't trust them. It's so crazy to me. It's absolutely wild. Let me just switch ears. Looks a little bit better. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful Thursday night here. Once the episode's done, hopefully we'll get the HOH competition underway and we can talk about everything in the fallout from that. They are just throwing Lala under the bus, aren't they? All right, so Dee is talking about how she can pull in Melody and Mallory to switch things up on Lala for the week. The CBS on Paramount is showing NFL instead of BB. I know I had to switch my geolocation to Fresno so that I could watch the episode because when I turned it on originally for my area, they were showing the Charger game, which normally I'm all about watching football, absolutely. But not when I'm trying to scream about Big Brother. I was like, okay. So I switched my geolocation and works much better now. All right, so we saw Julie Chin doing this blockbuster earlier in the day, where it's the one where you take the balls and you throw it, and then you have to land all the balls and then take the other balls to knock them off. I feel like this competition in particular could last forever, right? Like, I feel like they probably have gotten lucky in the past with it actually going decently quick, but even Julie doing it, like it felt like it lasted a pretty good amount of time. Like, I feel like they could just get people that just cannot hit their balls or could not stick the landing with the balls. And this could absolutely backfire. This is one where I'm very interested to see if in the future someone's like 3 people struggle so bad that it just doesn't, like, they're not even able to finish the competition in time, right? Like, at what point, what do they do? What do they do in that situation? Like, when it gets to the point where, okay, we're now 5 minutes in and no one has completed the blockbuster, is it just who has the most balls at the top caught in the middle and that's the winner? I don't know. BB over preseason football. Rome would suck at this blockbuster because Thog said his balls are small. At least at least from what we know, he has got clean balls, unlike Chuck. Man, I feel for Chuck, right? Like it sucks. Like, maybe you can clean yourself better, have a little bit of hygiene, but for that to be like spread over the national audience that you're a smelly dude, it's just, that sucks. Like that's not fun. That's not fun information to have out there. Some people just can't help it. But at the same time, like, this one seems like he could help it. I don't know. There's always that one smelly person, and you're just like, ugh, there's the smelly guy. But damn, when people are saying, like, when they walk in a room and they're like, oh, Chuck was just in here, that's rough. That's rough. Robert, how you doing today, my friend? Good to see you in here. Guys, get your comments, questions read live here on stream. We're watching the episode. We're at a commercial break right now, so I can turn off the GLP-1 commercial out of my ear. Oh, she's a mom now? I didn't know that. Why did Chuck have dirty balls? No one knows. No one knows. But apparently he just had this smell about him, is what they say. Russell Hound smelled like a cat, according to Sandra. Is that a cat? I don't know. If it's, yeah, I think I know what you mean. Can't wait for him to find out that it's his legacy in Big Brother. I mean, that sucks, right? I know, not cat. I know, not cat humane. I'm reading between the lines. I got you. Russell Hand smelled like a pussy. I got you. All right, Big Brother's back. We're about to go into the blockbuster competition. So let me pull that up here, and then I will talk to you guys as it's playing out. I think Haley's got a good chance in this one, though. I really do. Like, Haley's a strong competitor. It's a physical competition. What did Julie just say there? Because the whole crowd laughed. I almost say it's better for Barrett here to lose, to continue to, like, lower your profile. Like, he already has a very low profile, but, like, he doesn't need to win this and have any kind of threat on his back about being good at a competition. Let's see here. Chuck is the biggest floater of the season. Let's see if he finds a life vest. Throwing blockbuster is always dumb. Yeah, it's very dumb to throw the blockbuster, but I'm just saying, if there's anyone who doesn't need to win the blockbuster, it's probably Barrett this week. But I agree, you should never throw the blockbuster. I hope Haley wins. I'm hoping Haley wins too. Let's be real. I want Chuck gone. I want Chuck gone. Team Thog. As much as we all can't stand her, and as much as she's insufferable, she's bringing the TV at least. And who would have thought when we saw her preseason interviews, we're like, man, this girl's not speaking. Like, she's going to be terrible. She's kind of a terrible person, but she's great TV. All right, here we go. Competition starting now. All right, here we go. Let's see who gets off to an early start, because I feel like an early start's the most important. Who's going to get that touch? Looks like Chuck's clearly overthrowing. Haley's overthrowing, but she seems to have a better touch on it. Barrett. Oh, he almost got some right there. No one's landed any yet. So far, Chuck, that was underthrow. I feel like Haley's going to get this down because she's Chuck got kind of close there. Okay, Barrett's got it. Barrett's got 2. Haley's got 2. Oh, she just knocked one off, but she got another one on there. Oh my God, she keeps knocking her own balls off. So Barrett's got 3. Haley's got 2. Barrett's got it, man. Barrett's figuring it out. Oh, Haley. Oh, she got another one, but she knocked her other one off. All right. Let's see. Chuck still doesn't even have 1. Chuck is just terrible at these competitions. Barrett's starting to figure it out. So it's 2-3. Haley's got 2. Ugh. Nope. Almost had another. Barrett's got 4. Chuck's got 1. Haley's got 2. Come on, Haley. Come on, Thog. All right, Haley's got 3. It's Haley's got 4. She's tied with Barrett, so it's 4. Oh, nope, almost got it. And then Barrett almost got it too. Chuck's got 1 still. All right, so Haley's overthrown again. That's the hardest part. I think Barrett's got the right idea where he's just like making sure he doesn't have to run back and forward. Oh, wait, Haley got it. Okay, Haley got it. And, oh, Barrett almost had it. Okay, so now Haley needs to knock him off. All right, let's see. There's 1. Barrett's still struggling with that 5th ball. Come on, Haley. Come on, Haley. Team Thog. Okay, there's 3. Ooh, but she just blocked one of hers out. Okay, she's got 1 ball left. But there's a ball clearly in the way of it. Oh, no, Barrett's catching up. Barrett's knocked off one of his 5. Oh, Haley, you had it right there. Okay, Barrett's now shooting. She said parrot. Haley got it. Haley got it. Now she can. All right, Haley wins. Let's go, Thog. Dog life. Haley did it. Haley has won the blockbuster. She is safe. Oh, that was best case scenario for the week right there. Best case scenario. All right, so let's get back to your guys' comments. Team Thog. My balls are clean because I have squeaky these nuts. What's up, Mike? Or was it? Yeah, Michael Ewing. Excuse me. That was an awesome week 5. One of the highlights of the week is Melody and Mallory's Adam and Eve punishment because it was awesome for the boys like myself. It was awesome for the boys like us. Absolutely. That was the best part of the week for sure. Excuse me. I thought the Adam and Eve punishment should have lasted longer. I was in agreement with Drew on that one. All right. Thog has won it. Thog for time capsule. Ugh. I don't know about Thog for time capsule. I doubt that the casuals will get her there with the vote. All right. We're at a commercial break. Thog just won the blockbuster. If you guys are new here, get your guys' comments read live. Where's everybody at tonight? Is it because I was late to the stream? Where's the rest of our crew? They're usually in here by now. They're going to crap when they found out Thog won. Yes, they are. I'm sure also the casuals are going to be kind of pissed because you got to think amongst like the TV going crowd that don't pay attention to the live feeds and stuff. I'm sure a lot of them, especially the way the show is edited, Haley, throughout this week, I'm sure a lot of them are wanting her to go home. They think of her as kind of brat or bully or whatever. But hey, for us that want good TV, I'm cool with her still being there. Everyone else is in Kenya. I hope not. I hope they're at home ready to go. Gosh, my hair is wild tonight. I've got like freaking Yash like hair in the back right now. Look at that. I didn't even have time to grab my hat. I was just like, I got to set up the stream once she goes to bed. Luckily, wife came home and switched me because she was just not going down. It's her first full day at school where it was 7:45 till 5 in the afternoon, like 7:45 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon, first day. So, I mean, she was overly tired and yet fighting it to go to bed. So I'll give her some grace. But yeah, hopefully. I took her swimming, everything to try to wear out a little bit more, but backfired on me. Backfired on me for sure. But hey, we're here. We're talking about the thing. And honestly, really what it came down to is we wanted to get down to the blockbuster and the vote and see where it goes. So Chuck's gone, right? Like at this point, it's got to be Chuck. I think Chuck is 100% gone at this point. I mean, they were already trying to switch the vote before this, but I feel like this just cemented him going home. Rough week for Chuck, where he was originally kissing ass within the first 5 minutes of Lala's HOH reign to now going home. Chuck didn't win one competition all year. For a big guy like that, who seems like he should be decent at these competitions, he just couldn't get anything going, could he? Like, he just could not get anything. He won safety week 1. Oh, that's right. He did win like the initial competition in the first like hour of them being there, right? So I guess there's that. Yeah. But you know who else won a competition on that night? Rome. He didn't win anything else. So, man, a lot of these big dudes gone, huh? I mean, who's the last big dude remaining? I mean, I guess you could say Barry just because he's tall, but he's not really big. Camu. Camu's the last one, I would say. That's really like a big dude in the house. Even though he's short, he's, muscular. Yeah, Chuck won safety. Just hope Mallory wins HOH. The icons need to feel the pain. And I think so too. I want Mallory or even a Taylor HOH. I feel like Taylor has the chance to potentially take the shot at the icons, or at least is like, okay, I'm going to take the shot so we can at least burn whatever power they may have, because we need to do something to get these people off. Everyone who won safety comps day 1 is now evicted. Rome, Jason, and Chuck. That's a good point. I mean, I'm sure it's not anything to do because of that, but that is interesting that all the people that won the safety comp are all gone. Who would have thought? Guys, if you didn't check out our interview with Brent Walgamont earlier today, go check that out at After Show on YouTube. You can find it under our Big Brother section or just on our main page. We did a nice long hour talking about Big Brother, talking about Brent's thoughts on the season, about him, catching up on Big Brother over the last couple of years since he hasn't been back on the podcast in 3 years. 3 years, guys. It feels like yesterday that I was, podcasting with Brent, and now all of a sudden, 3 years later, he's back for the first time in a long time. So he said a lot of people have hit him up in the past to come on, and he always says no, but he felt like with me, he wanted to come do it for me. So I appreciate him for that. And I know he's loving life outside of Big Brother and podcasting and reality television, but man, listening to him today talk and just break it all down, I was like, dude, right where he left off. It makes my job as an interviewer or like someone trying to lead the discussion so much easier. So much easier. So shout out to him. Also made a reel for Instagram. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out on Instagram at Goodsby Bobby. Give me some love there. Give Brent some love. Appreciate him being here with us. All right, now the Blockbuster people are walking down to show who won the Blockbuster, which I always feel is so like the walk of shame. Like it just takes so long. Like there's so much dead air. Thog. Oh, I thought she was going to say Thog. Lala's all cheering like she actually looks excited. Oh, Melody's pissed. Melody is pissed. She's like, oh, we almost had her. It was nice to see Brent. Yes, it was. It was very nice to see Brent. What's going on, Mary? How you doing? Oh, wow. They're actually talking for once. All right. The final 6 of BB26 all moved in together. Did they recently? Or has that been a thing for a while? Wait, what was BB26? Now I'm blanking. Oh, Chelsea season? The final 6? What, Chelsea, Dogs in the Crib, and I definitely feel he is over BB, though. Good for him to break the cycle, I wish. I know. He still paid attention, but I think he paid attention for me because I asked him to. Barrett's doing his speech right now. Hey, guys. Haley finally had a good day. Haley finally didn't have a hard day. She actually had something go her way for once, guys. I feel for Thog, man. Like she's had such a rough time, and now look at her. Adam Life Vest Fetish Pock was handed a veto by Jeff and Danielle 15 years ago today. Man, you with the fun facts. Give Haley her 7s. It was a split 8-8. What was the split? What was a split? Another week of Thog Life. Yes, sir. Another week of Thog Life. It ain't easy to be a Thog. Thank God Smuck is gone. Well, we haven't got there yet. We haven't got there yet in the episode, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious where the votes are going to go. Pretty obvious where the votes are going to go. Poor Barrett has to sit next to him after he just ran back and forth in that competition. Dog had a hard day. Chuck was evicted. That's true. That's true. My BB13 ball knowledge. Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Wow. You are just ridiculous with that knowledge. Split move in on 26. Oh, okay. I see. What's up, Jamal Fart? How you doing? Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you again. We just saw Haley win the BB blockbuster. She saved herself from possibly going home. But yeah, it looks like Chuck's gone. They're doing the votes right now. Haley's the first one in to vote. Let's see what she has to say. Being a D1 athlete actually shows. All right, she votes to evict Barrett. We saw the writing on the wall with that one. She's not going to vote against her boy, Chuck. All right, Melody's in next. So she votes to evict Chuck. We know Chuck's gone. We know Chuck's gone. She'll be all alone now. Besides Angela or Lala might feel bad. Yeah, but I want to see the crash out. And who's really going to go for her when she is on the bottom? I mean, got to be so delicious for a Haley HOH. It'd be so great for a Haley HOH this week. All right, let's get your comments read live here on stream. If you guys are new here, say what's up. Look what happens when you shower, you win like Ashley, and when you smear your balls, you go home like Chuck. It's Thog. Are we going to show next HOH? Are you going to show? So I can't show it on the stream because copyright reasons, but I will be here to break it all down when it does happen. Unless it goes way too late in the night, then we will see. Dog. By the way, Rob's little Instagram reel or whatever that he did, doing the thong song to the Thog song, so good, so freaking good. It was so clever. I was dying laughing at it. If you haven't seen it, maybe I'll play it. I might play it here in the stream here in a little bit because it was so funny. If you guys haven't seen it yet. BC Nick 22. We heart Thog. Yes, we do. Well, I can't stand her, but I love her in the house because she brings the drama and she's absolutely TV gold. So I'd rather her not go and have boring ass Chuck still in the house. So, not saying I love Thog, but I would rather her on my screen than Chuck. Haley has Sabrina Abate upside. I don't know who that is. Sabrina Abate? I just keep thinking Dom Abate, but that's not even how he spells it. I think I'm saying that right. I have no idea who Sabrina is. That's what I meant. Yeah. Like I won't be able to show it, but I'll be able to talk about it for sure. For sure. Is tonight an hour or an hour and a half? It's an hour, I believe. It should be an hour. Usually eviction night's an hour. Dog equals good TV. Absolutely. Rob doesn't need any more free press. Oh, that's true. That's true. But it was pretty good, though. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, those guys get like 50,000 K views a stream. I'm over here pulling like 15. I'm like, let's go. 15 total, I think, by the way. But I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. Oh, BB can too, Sabrina. Okay, I remember now. So you're saying Haley has that upside? I mean, I feel like she's worse than Sabrina. Sabrina was just kind of like a spoiled rich kid almost. Like a spoiled rich kid in like clearly socially inept when it came to stuff. But I feel like Haley's just socially inept and like thinks everything's bad happens to her, right? Like that's how I take it. See, Sabrina is what people want. Good TV. That's what you want. Yeah, it's true. I mean, she did say that. She did know how to entertain. I'll give her that. All right, we're at commercial break right now. If you guys are new here, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby at After Show on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, hit that bell notification so you know if I want to go live at Goodsby Bobby. I put my newest reel up there, so definitely check it out. Reality after show is better than rehab. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I always get those symbols wrong, so I hope that's better. I know this is like first grade stuff, but I swear to God, I always get that symbol as like, I'm like, okay, which one is the better than? I know it sounds ridiculous as a 37-year-old man to still get that mixed up, but I do. I always have to tell myself it's better than, and it points to the thing that it's better than. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong and you actually said rehab's better. But yeah, I know I'm a 37-year-old man that always gets the symbol of better than or worse than wrong. I get it. Do you watch college football? I do. I mean, I don't watch it as religiously as I do NFL football. I'm definitely way more NFL because I didn't go to one of those big college team or schools that has like a big team on it. And like in my area, the biggest school was Fresno State. So I'm still a big Fresno State fan when it comes to any like college sports. But I will say with college sports, like I watch it, I'll be entertained by it. I'll have teams like I root for that are like underdog teams and stuff. But Fresno State's like the only team that I actually root for. Way more NFL fan than I am college. But I like to watch it for like the draft purposes and stuff like that. The chances of Kamu to get the time capsule, I would say 15%. I think that's a good estimate. I think 15% is pretty accurate. Episode just came back, so I'm going to turn the volume on now. They're bringing in the votes. Kamu's about to vote. I think that Kamu's time capsule potential went way up this week for sure. But I still think he has a lot of hate out there, so it's gonna. I think that pulls him down. I think if anyone, I think it's gonna be Melody or maybe Taylor that gets it. Personally, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a low probability. Just found out Tyler from the Challenge in Real World Key West died. What? Hold on. Tyler Duckworth? Oh, no. Yeah, I remember him. What happened? Did anyone know what happened? That's too bad. Only 44 years old. Damn. Damn, that's tough. He was on Bananas Real World. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. All right. Chuck's about to cast his vote. Chuck's gone. BB, I keep saying BB. Sorry, BC Nick. It's just a habit. BC Nick says greater than symbol eats. I'm blocked on Rehab and can't stand them. So yeah, you are much better. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Greater than eats. All right, all right. I gotta remember that. What's up? I like steak. How you doing? I would love to see a Thog HOH. I think Thog HOH would be ideal. Like that's best case scenario, is it not? Like she would actually go for the icons, force the icons to use their powers, shake things up a little bit, let them sweat. Because I want to see the people that we like. Like I do like the icons, and I want to see them go far, but I want to see them have a challenge, and they haven't had a challenge all season long. Drew. So if you don't know the reference he just pulled there, so Drew, you know, obviously wearing, I think is that Mallory or I think it's Mallory's. I think it's Mallory's top, but he, Julie says, "I like the top," and then he's like, "It's just such a magical eye." That was something that happened with South Park when the creators of South Park, they were gonna go. They were invited to the Emmys or something like that. Emmys or yeah, I think it was Emmys, and they or the Oscars something, and they were invited, and they had to show up to try to to get or to possibly receive a reward or an award because they were nominated, but they like didn't want to go, and they're like, why don't we just drop acid and dress up in women's clothing, like wear a dress because they can't kick us out if other people are wearing the same outfit, so they're all in women's dresses, high on acid, tripping balls. They're out there in the crowd, and the interview goes up to him and says, "Hey, so tell us about the dresses. Why are you wearing dresses tonight?" They're like, anytime anyone asks about the dresses, they just say, "It's just such a magical evening. Just such a magical evening. You know, we're just happy to be here. It's a magical evening." And that was a response to everything. It's so funny. So that's what he was saying. He's like, "It's just such a magical night." I love the reference there. I think the time capsules between Drew, Melody, Kamo, and maybe Taylor. I would say Melody and Taylor are probably my top candidates. I think Drew's dropped down a little bit. Fresno State gave us Derek Crash Car. All right, Chuck is gone. Chuck is evicted. He knows he has to leave, right? Yeah, and Devontae Adams. Don't forget about Devontae Adams. Who do you think is getting the time capsule? Like I said, I think it's gonna be Melody or Taylor. Those are my top two candidates. They haven't said the cause of death. That's crazy. I'm also blocked in Rehab. So you guys are all blocked in Rehab. all my crew is all blocked on Rehab. How you get blocked on Rehab? You'll have to ask these guys. I can't back on the day too much. Thug HOH would be great. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. I just like talk like I am screaming at all times. I can picture that actually. I can picture that. Thug is crying. Thug is crying. She's having a hard day now. It was a good day, and now all of a sudden it's back to square one, back to having a bad day. Just hasn't had one good day in this house. B. David, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you again. I'm cheering for Taylor HOH, and Devin's using the veto to send Lala home on Taylor's HOH. It'll be really good. Be really good. Academy Awards. They were tripping too. Yeah. They were high on acid. It was hilarious. BC Nick, my issue with Kamu gameplay is he is so gullible. He had one conversation with Mallory last night and thinks they're good. The last person who talks to Kamu always seems to gain his trust. That's true. You're not wrong there. But he does have a really good way of speaking to people calmly and convincing them one way or another, like that he's with them. and he does whatever he has to do to persuade that conversation to go the way he needs. So yes, he is highly impressionable, but he also does a really good job of making people feel comfortable. Chuck GPT. How do you get blocked on Rahap? Yeah, ask these guys. I'm not blocked from Rahap. All right, so we got Humane, who's not. I know a couple, like Kate the Great's not. A couple others. All right, commercial break. They're about to interview Chuck. Like, this is such a yada yada episode. It's such a yada yada. Let's get to the next HOH. Literally, I think I rooted for a straight male. I definitely didn't curse anyone out. I don't do that. So yeah, that's tough. RHPC for a reason, right? RHPC. I still have friends over there, so I don't hate on them, all the way. But like, yeah, no, I do think it does tend to be too politically correct, where it's all one opinion, and if you don't agree with that one opinion or what social media says you should have a belief in, then you are an outcast. That's for sure. It's time for the icons to be back, or to be on the block. I agree. I think we just need a little bit of a shakeup. Like, I don't want, I'd be fine with Angela going home, but I don't want to lose D or Devins. But like, there needs to be a shakeup. Something has to happen. How far away are we from jury at this point? Because let's see here. What is it? Usually it's a 9-person jury. So then final two sets 11. So what, are we a week away from jury starting? Do we have one more eviction and then jury starts? Is it 9 or is it? I want to say it's 9. You guys will let me know. You guys know. Yeah, 9-person jury. So we're at 13 people. We just lost Chuck, so that's 12. You have 2, so it's 11. So yeah, I think we're 1 week away. I think after this week is probably jury. So let me get this clear. Devin's power is still good for 3 weeks after this week. I think so. Because this is what, week 5? Let's see. We had Ashley gone first, Rome, Jason, Lyric, Chuck. He got in week 2. So yeah, 3 weeks. So he still has. Interesting. All right. So BC Nick, how rooting for a player gets you blocked? Yeah, who knows? Yash HOH icon on the block. Let's see how they handle it. I mean, that would be good too. I mean, I would like to see Yash do something in the house. I mean, we haven't even seen him on the television screen. All right. So Julie's interviewing him. He apparently said, "How is this my life? This is shucked." Chuck, you can't be that shocked. You can't be that shocked. 9-person jury. Last season was 7 members. Oh, okay. So maybe that's why. That explains it more. What's up, Chloe George? Welcome back in. Just joined, assuming you're talking about Rahap when talking about being politically correct. I can't with them anymore. Just saying. And like I said, I still have friends over there. I don't hate on everyone. It's not a hate thing. I just do think that sometimes they lean too much into the narrative of they have to do what Twitter and everything says is the right thing to believe. And I think you can also just have an original opinion. That's what makes you, right? Like not everyone in this chat has the same opinion, but it feels like over there, it's one opinion. But, no shade to them. I still enjoy the content and stuff that they do. And I still enjoyed my time when I worked over there. I had a good time when I worked over there. I had a lot of fun, made some good friends that I still have today. So no shade at that, just like the whole mentality as a whole. That's all. That have an original thought. That's it. So jury starts at final 9. Got you. What's up, Allie? Watch this thing. It's good to see you, my friend. Welcome back in. I want FAP to be chopped down to size. Taylor is right. They can't keep all 4 of them into jury. Yeah, and I agree. I would be fine with Angela leaving. So we still have what? Then if that's the case, if it's final 9, we're at 12. We still got 3 weeks till jury starts. Damn. This really was a big cast. I guess it just feels closer because of the fact that, like, it feels like we should be rolling into jury soon, but we do have more people than we've ever had play this game, I believe, this season. Rachel was jury number 1. She placed 9th last season. Gotcha. Let's see here. What was the vote totals in tonight's eviction? I believe it was so there's 13, 2 on the block, 1 there. I think it was 8-1? 8-1, I believe. I think Haley was the only one to keep Chuck. So Chuck was saying he would have gone after Lala. Yeah, see ya. Popped in just to say hey and support. Thank you so much, Allie. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bismo, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. That DPOV is burning a hole in Devin's pocket. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. And I can't come out with this because I don't know the official stance on this. But I did hear a rumor, and Devin's. I'm not even going to give it any credence because I'm technically not supposed to know this, so I'm not going to say anything. But let's just say I think Devins is going to probably play a little more balls to the wall here soon. And I think he might go completely crazy. So just say in the next couple of weeks, right before we get to jury, just say you heard it here first. I think he might go a little balls to the wall here soon. Because I don't know if he's not winning, I don't think he wants to be in jury. What's up, Amy? Okay, Amy. We're back. We're back, my friend. All right. Lock in, Amy. Where's your drink? I got mine ready. All right, just did the goodbye messages. Chuck, LOL, bless his heart. I don't watch Rehab that much, but that's some weak stuff. Yeah. Completely agree. Refreshing to hear. Of course, no problem. Hey, I'll say it if he doesn't. They are very politically correct. They are not able to cuss very much, and they have to keep their content child friendly, which I'm not opposed to, like trying to keep the cussing and child friendliness. Like I get it for their platform. I totally makes sense. And as a business model for them, it's the right way to do it. But and it's not even it's more so like the cussing. It's just like having to. I want to talk like be ginger about this, right? Like I want to walk on this gingerly, because like I just think that if someone on there says one thing and it's like very much so the Twitter or Instagram or whatever way of thinking, they agree to that because that's their audience is pretty much all those people on social media. And then also the fact is, if one person says it and like they agree with that, like all the others were like, oh yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Oh yeah, that's how exactly I feel. Like they all just lock onto the same thing, you know? So no shade. It's just I just wish I had more individual thoughts. That's all I'm getting at, guys. It's just I wish for more okay, the episode's over. More individual thoughts, and I thought that's what Brent was really good at. Was he'll agree, but then he'll also completely disagree and tell you why you're wrong, and that I respected. I found myself guilty of it too, because you get locked into the monster over there. That's why I feel like over here I can have an original thought and not get in trouble. I can cuss. I can say stuff. Johnny Fairplay's in charge of my HR department. So like I can have an original thought without actually seeing what's the Twitter telling me I should think. While some things I do agree with, there are a lot of things I don't, and I like having my individual thoughts because and I hate that people get canceled or outcasted because they have original thoughts. That's what I think is the worst that can happen, is when they absolutely just hate you because you like a certain person in the house. Like if you like a Kamu, You can like Camu. That's fine. You might not agree with stuff he says, but if you like Camu, oh my gosh, you're a terrible person. You're MAGA. Like, I just hate that shit so much. It's so stupid. Not saying they do that, but that's what social media does, you know? I don't care about players' political beliefs. Exactly. Same. Just annoying when it's constantly brought up. I hate it. I hate it so much. I think it's obnoxious. I think it's irrelevant. I think it's purposeful for like agendas which have nothing to do with reality television. Like when people come out on Twitter and start instantly saying, oh, let's find all the MAGA people based off a cast photo or their preseason interviews. I'm like, get a fucking life. Like, get a fucking life. Like, you are a piece of shit. Like, who cares? Because guess what? At the end of the day, I don't care if you're black, white, gay, straight, Republican, Democrat. I don't give a fuck what you are. I have no way on earth do I give a shit what you are. I just care about what TV you're bringing me, how you play the game, and how I discuss you as a game player. Outside interferences absolutely get involved from time to time, for sure. And there's people that say stupid shit and get, canceled. And sometimes they deserve it. Sometimes it's a little overboard. But I absolutely hate when that agenda is thrown in there where you can't like this person because they might vote a certain way. Fuck off. Like, I don't care what you are. I have my beliefs. You guys might not agree with what I believe, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, I'll still be your friend. I'll still go to you in real life and open the door for you. And I'll absolutely watch you on my television screen talking about reality television. I don't care. It's so below the belt. It's such a weak argument. And it's infuriating to see it constantly year after year after year on social media where 90% of the things I have people I follow just so I can see their crazy ass takes because I think they're freaking insane. Just so I can talk shit. But yeah, I mean, people might not agree with me. People might, they might come after me or say something. I don't think my stuff gets out there enough for that to happen. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't care. I hate it. I think it's so stupid and irrelevant. But I don't ever say anything dumb. I don't say anything that's going to get me canceled. But people just might not agree with that take, and that's fine. Just like I say it every time. You can have your thoughts. That's why I talk to you guys in the chat. That's why I pull up everyone's comments here on the chat, because you guys might say something that, hey, as far as the game goes, I don't agree with, but I'll still read it and listen to your argument as to why you think that's the case. I don't take one side or the other. I listen to all sides and then judge my opinion based on what I see. And I think that's how we all should take it. And that's how we all should live our life too. But just my personal perspective. Cat 1HOH. Devins and the DR are going to use a veto for sure. I think so. I think it's going to happen. He's not going to let it just die. Hot take, I'd like to see them bring back the game Rachel lost. It forces people to expose themselves and shake up the house. But don't knock them out. It's a very hot take. That's a scolding hot take. But where I'll push back on there is just don't eliminate them from the house. Sure, make them get a punishment or something. That I'm okay with. Or make them have to go on the block or be a renom. Something like that. But to kick them out of the game is crazy. Lock in, Amy. So what you mean, Devin's somehow going to end up on the block and it's going to be such an iconic move when he saves himself? I won't get into it too much. Let's just say he might go a little crazy here soon. When you make a take so hot, it turns to shit. They pander to a way of thinking, for sure. Censor your opinions and skew them to what the popular opinion is. And that's the issue, right? That's 100%. Like what you said right there is Twitter in a nutshell, all of that in a nutshell. Perhaps a bubble. We need some diversity of thoughts in podcasts. I've recently unsubscribed and stopped watching. Well, I appreciate you being here. Like Like I said, we're a small community, still building, but I appreciate you guys being here and understanding where I'm coming from. Hot take, I agree. Give us the Wheel of Dead. I don't care that much for this cast. But if it was Rachel, it's a whole different story. Like if we lose Devins or D, it might be a different story. I'm just saying. They are all results of participation trophies. You have the best HR, Johnny. I understand. I think we all understand opinions don't have to be your whole personality. Exactly. That's the big point. Well, I disagree with about 80% of BB Twitter, LOL, and I don't care. Good for you. Good for you. It's refreshing. As you say, this is refreshing. Thank you. Just try to catch up on your comments. If you guys are new here, get your comments read live. We are waiting for the results of the HOH competition. We might be here for a minute because I think they're just probably starting the competition or in the middle of it. We'll see what the competition was and who won the HOH. So get your comments, questions, whatever they may be, read live here on stream as we're hanging out, having a few beers, lock in, and talking all things Big Brother. Chuck just evicted from the Big Brother house. Oh, wait, I didn't even read this one. Look, we all like Big Brother, and it's a game like Monopoly. There is no political agenda. Exactly. Thank you. I've been playing a death metal bands for 30 years, and everything I post gets canceled. Absolutely. And Bobby, I think you should lock in. Yeah, we're moving on. All right, that one was pretty much just water at the bottom. So, all right. Ooh. I don't know what's going on with these beers, but they taste a little off. Whatever, I'm still going to drink them. All right, keep politics out of reality TV. Be careful. I mean, I'm always careful. I don't ever say anything stupid, but I will say that. No, you didn't take a point of view. No, see, and that's what I try to do. It's like I said, I try to 100% just listen to everyone. Some people say the only reason Kamu evicted Jason was homophobia, when there was solid game reasons for him to get out Jason. And I agree with that. I mean, I don't think it was all a factor of homophobia, and people on my own podcast might disagree with me. I hate when everything is just brought up in a certain thing, like a certain light. Like it just sucks. It sucks to see. And you could ruin someone's life that way too. You absolutely could. Exactly 100. It's good discourse. Exactly. That's what I hope. I hope that's what we're getting from it right here is everyone knows it's good discourse to have these conversations, just like anything in life. You should have these conversations where you can talk to someone without it getting to an emotional standpoint of like hatred or fear. And you should be able to have discourse to be able to make things, life happen. Like, I don't know the best way of putting this, and I might not be the most well-educated when it comes to this kind of stuff, but have an original thought, let other people have an original thought, listen to other people, be heard by other people, and don't immediately go on the attack. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We're all here to, on this crazy planet Earth, trying to enjoy reality television. But it makes it very unenjoyable when people use political status or political associations to define a person. I'm not defined by what I believe. I have many different beliefs that probably don't define even one side or the other. And that's where I feel like we should be, as a community, better. But unfortunately, it's very, very toxic community out there. Got a family member who leans one way political and is miserable to be around, can't bring up anything without it becoming political. Yeah. And it's the worst. It's the worst. I want Devins to go on the wheel with his DPOV. I want Rahap his glaciers meltdown. Lock in and start a who dat chant. Well, that's not happening, but I will lock in. You guys better be drinking along with me. Lock in, damn it. Mary, what the hell, guys? All right, anytime someone says lock in, I have to take a drink. So this is where we're at. It's going to start coming rampant now in the chat. Can someone remind me remind the BB Twitter fans that they hated Jason for the dead mom thing a week before they said he only lost because he is gay. I think that's a great point. I think it's a great point, right? And I hope the whole him getting voted out wasn't because it's gay. I choose not to believe that because I don't think it is, and I don't think anyone outright was targeting because he was gay. I think that's an excuse that's been used before, and I also don't think that it's relevant to the situation that was at hand. He was clearly on one side of the house. He's a strong competitor. They took the shot at him. But yeah, the same people that are now in love with Jason were also talking shit about Jason. And I was talking shit about the whole dead mom thing. I thought it was kind of trashy and I didn't like it. But I also liked Jason because I liked him being on the television show. So there's different aspects, but because of the fact that he's gay, I don't think played a factor at all. And anyone that says that, I think is just trying to find, they're grasping at straws essentially, right? Wheel of Death elimination every season might be great. You guys are really about this Wheel of Death, but everyone a year ago was hating the Wheel of Death when it happened to Rachel, were they not? Like, as long as it doesn't take out your favorite, you're good. What's up, Tyvee? Gas, where's your hat? Oh, just a joke. No, okay, I fully agree with you. I got out of the pool with the kiddo, tried putting her to bed. This is pool hair right here. I got full on Yosh in the back right now. But I also was trying to put her to bed and she was not going down to save her life. Like I was running late. I was already like 15 minutes late on stream. So I was like, you know what? If anything can go, it's a hat. I might try to find, I usually keep my hats in here too, but I think they're downstairs. But yeah, I totally understand. I understand the hair is a lot right now. It's definitely pool hair right now. You can see all the grays too. The grays really come out when my hair's wet. It's finally gotten down to my beard. I'm like, no, this was like the untouchable area. Negative rage bait. Cheers, Bobby. Lock in. Damn it, Chloe George. All right, lock in. I've got like one of my hairs just stuck on my eye right now. Oh, it's on my glasses. There you go. All right, I can take this off because it's just cats and the music going on and on and on. Who dat? Who they say is going to beat them Saints? Everyone. Everyone's going to beat them Saints, okay? I sound anti-liberal when I say that I miss the days on the feeds before everybody went woke. And to be honest, I'm a Democrat. But it's true. It's true. And it's not even like all liberals. There's also both sides. Like both sides are at fault. I say it definitely sways one way, but it's not like I'm against that at all. Like you can have an opinion, but like just stop using an excuse for like hating people and making it all political. That I hate. I wasn't. I laughed at her. I was pissed because she's one of my friends. Like she podcasted with me for Big Brother 26, and to see her go out that way, I was pretty sad. I'll be honest. I was pretty upset. But at the same time, like I was glad to see her on my television screen, and at least she didn't get voted out. But it did suck. It sucked. Because it was just, honestly, though, I've never had so many people in my chat after that happened. So kind of was like a catch-22 for me, right? I was like, damn it, Rachel's gone. But holy shit, I have like 200 people in my live stream right now. And yeah, so that was a hard thing. All right, the wheel sucks. Denise, I don't disagree with you. I hate the wheel. I just hate that it takes someone out of the game. Like, don't take someone out of the game. Like, if you're going to do it, it's fine. Make it, make it a punishment, make it something like they have to go on the block or whatever. I mean, you can do different aspects, but to take them out of the game was just trash. And for it to be Rachel of all people was like even more so. Nobody gonna beat them Saints. Everybody's gonna beat them Saints. You guys might win 0 games this season. Woke sucks and ruins everything. I don't get how you can viscerally hate house guests. People do. They do it every year. That's why it's dangerous to go on Big Brother. I feel like you're much more safe going on a show like Survivor. That's a taped show that doesn't have the feeds. I think that with the when you're on Survivor, yes, you can get critique, yes, you get hate and all that, but it's 100% way more crazy when it comes. Oh, those cats are cute. Sorry. When it's way more crazy on Big Brother because of live feeds, because it's, it's live television for 3 months. It's not something that's taped. It's not an edited version. So you're way more susceptible to people coming after you and viscerally hating you on Big Brother than I feel like you are on pretty much any other show. Like, what other show gets the amount of hate towards people and individuals than Big Brother does? I'll wait, because I honestly think Big Brother is like the number one show. I maybe Love Island. Maybe Love Island. That's the only other one I can think of because it is also a live show as well. But I think Big Brother is up there as possibly the most hatred you can get while being on a show. Man, my hair is wild right now. I might have to go get a hat, guys. I might have to get a hat. It's bad. It's bad. Maybe I should put the headphones back on. Black Trump supporter. Liberals lack common sense. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to come after all liberals. I have no hatred towards anyone. But I do think there's a certain mentality when it comes to people on both sides when it comes to it. It's just rough. It was so entertaining. When Rachel went out and like everything that had to do with like people talking about it and stuff. It was entertaining to watch in the fact like how upset people were. People were so upset. And it was entertaining because it was like we were all in one huge vent session. And that was like the best part of it is we are all getting out our frustration with production, where it wasn't like we were coming after any players in particular. We're just coming after production for the stupid twist that took out someone we were all rooting for. And not everyone was rooting for, but it's still, even if you weren't rooting for her, I feel like you were like, well, she's gone and that's good. I'm happy about that. But damn, that was a rough way to go out. Like, I feel like it made everyone being like, really? Like, this is how we take her out? That's kind of lame. And only one person became regular in chat spamming Rachel for AFP and says the Vikings suck. Tavi, I can't watch BBBC or because of the speed the show goes in, but the wheel seemed like a terrible way to go for sure. 100%. Terrible way to go. Like this week, I feel like very much so went slow too. I think I know who made got Bobby to hate the Saints more than the Packers. No, well, it's up there. You guys cost us from being able to go to a Super Bowl, so it's up there. But I still think I hate the Packers more, and the Lions, and the Bears. Eliza doxing Chrissy over a confessional was horrible. Yeah, like anything Eliza does is. It's like the antithesis of those type of people, right? Those people that just spread hate and just have to come after people, their jobs, what have you. Like, I just don't understand that. I don't get it. Can anyone explain to me why people do that? Like, it's a show for entertainment, and like, unless they're absolutely being too much, like Aaron and Big Brother 15. Like, unless there's something like that, or I forget the guy's name on Survivor 39 that absolutely should be called out and should be run through the, coals. But, I mean, come on. The volcano scene this season got the conspiracy side of my brain thinking the wheel was staged and it was just her time to go. I mean, I still think how funny it would be if like they bring back the corpse of Rachel in the final four. Like she's part of the season. It's just that skeleton with the wig on it just out there in the final four. She's got my vote to win. Yeah, Dan Spillo. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It looks fine. My hair, it's rough. Let's be honest, Amy. It's rough. It wasn't entertaining, just depressing. I mean, Humane might be one of the biggest Rachel fans I've ever seen. To see you crumble was quite entertaining. It was quite entertaining for you being a Saints fan. Denise said, I heard you mentioned Rachel. I had to come to love her the way that she had us evolved in the game. And I used to not only fulfill her goals, but also help others is impressive. And the thing is, I mean, if we think about where Rachel has come from her first season, where everyone in America was like, this chick sucks. This chick is a lot. She's too much, to where she was on 13, where she's come from, since then to where she is now. And I mean, I've turned a complete 180 over the last, 15 years from when I originally saw her on her first season to then one day podcasting with her on a whole season and then watching her play again after like developing a friendship with her. Like, my view on her has absolutely changed, and I love her for it. She's awesome. Ethan Mill didn't talk about my conspiracy from last year that Grodner secretly wants to be fired. I don't know. I don't know about that. It's such a lax job. Are you kidding me? Lock in. Damn it. Here we go. Lock in. All right. Anytime anyone says lock in, I have to drink. There we go. I see another one on the bottom there, Amy. Denise says, how are you a Minnesotan? I came there this year. My cousin graduated from St. Olaf. I lived there too. So I'm not from Minnesota. I've never lived in Minnesota. I've been there one time. I went to the Minneapolis Miracle, which, Humane, you remember what happened in the Minneapolis Miracle, right? With that being said, I picked them when I was a kid. I was born and raised in like the Fresno area of California. I picked Minnesota as a kid. I loved Randy Moss, Chris Carter, John Randall Cunningham. I love that team, and I stuck with them ever since. So it's been heartbreak ever since. But you see my Peterson signed jersey over there, Viking head. I'm huge, diehard Vikings fan. Ready for football, man. So ready for football. I had to go to bed. No, Amy, don't go to bed. You still owe me some drinks. Lock in. And Bobby, I wasn't going to hurt your feelings, LOL, but once there's the ability for a screenshot, it doesn't matter anymore. Well, the screenshots might be kicking in tonight. We'll see. We'll see if any of this gets thrown back in my face. Imagine it's 2041 and we are saying Thog should be a 2-time winner. Like, that's kind of where it's at, right? Is that not like the same like trajectory as Rachel? Like, is it not? Like, everyone hated her in her first season. She came back the next season. People started to like her, started to respect her game. She wins. Years later, she's a legend of the game. Plays again. And like, I mean, that could be the trajectory for Thog. Who knows? Who knows? Headphones might help, yes, but it's too late now. Amy, come on. You don't need to go to bed. We stayed up till like 4 a.m. your time last time. You're fine. I appreciate the chat. No, it's all good, Amy. I get it. We stayed up really late last Thursday. I was a dead man walking. And I wasn't even as late as you guys. But I'm hoping we get the results here soon for the HOH so we can talk about it and break it all down. Lock in. Here we go. That one's for you, Amy. Oh, cool. I love football, but music is my passion. Hey, I love music too. You guys would probably totally disagree with my music choices. That's for sure. I'm a diehard emo fan. Not emo at all. Not emo at all. But I mean, I went to When We Were Young. I've seen My Chemical Romance, a bunch of them. We just saw Coheed and Cambria it was like 6 months ago or so at the Greek Theater. They're amazing live. So that's why when I'm wearing my black tank top, it says Coheed on it. So die hard for that kind of music. And my wife was a emo as a kid, so it's so funny. She was like total goth kid too, and you would not think that now. Lock it in. Damn it, Amy. I'm getting some shots in real quick before you leave, huh? We don't care. I don't think Thog will have the same growth. I don't think so either, especially since it's like, I mean, those were the golden days, right? A Big Brother. I don't think she has that same trajectory, but she could be someone that's like on the challenge. She could be someone that's on Traders. She could be someone like Angela that, is called back for another season for sure. or like an all-star season. I see that for sure. All right, good night all. I'm Eastern. Bye, friends. Bye, Amy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Even though I still see you in the chat, so I'll have to see. My kids start school again. Mine did too, and it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. 7:45 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. I have a whole day. Guys, I've waited 6 years for this. Nearly 6 years. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. But at the same time, like, I miss having that time with my kiddo. But it's nice to have a break. Let's be real. It's so nice to have a break. And I still get her, like Wednesday evenings, Thursday evenings, Saturday, Sunday. So it's not like I miss a ton of time, but yeah. The closing shot of Lala at the end of the episode when Haley won Blockbuster spoke volumes how she felt. Oh, 1,000% of spoke volumes. Like, you could see it on her face. It was just the writing was on the wall. And honestly, Lala's probably sweating bullets because if Haley wins this HOH, like, I could still see her being like a nominee. Maybe not necessarily the target. I still think she goes after the icons, but 100% she could be in nominee for sure. BB feels like CBS training camp with people from other shows coming every season. Like, it feels like they saw what success the Traders had and really what season 50 had of Survivor, that I could see them dipping into this well possibly every season now. We had it Rachel last season. We had this season with, the people from Survivor and Angela. Like, I could see them dipping in this well for sure. Or even pulling another all-star season. I could see that as well. Do we think we get another all-star season before we get like another version of this? Or do you think they just go completely back to the all newbie season? I feel like if anything, we're probably going to get some version of this where it's like maybe not Survivor players, but it's going to be like bring back a few Big Brother people, maybe someone from the challenge I could see happening. But I feel like we're not getting all newbies anytime soon. I feel like we're actually closer to an all-star season than we are all newbies. I have to get up at 7 hours. I get it. Kid, only one. I have been locking it in. Damn it. Good. You should be locking it in. All right. Let's see here. The difference is with Haley is that her parents are wealthy, so she is so oblivious. She is locked in. You guys are killing me with the locked ins tonight. She is locked into the fact that America loves her and the power is coming to her. I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. Like, I know what you're saying, right? Like, she thinks it. God, I'm shaking the camera like crazy. Sorry, guys. She's oblivious in the fact that she thinks that she's going to get the power or that America's going to love her, what have you. But obviously, I don't think she is coming anywhere near power or punishment or just like getting the vote in general. But yeah, she definitely comes like from a spoiled lifestyle, and I agree with that. I want to talk music one day. We can have a stream where we talk music. Absolutely. Call me Drew Brees because I can accurately get Bobby to lock it. Damn it. These lock-in comments, you guys are like sneaky getting those locked-in comments here. By the way, I've been watching oh my god, Landman. So I've been watching Landman. We're like halfway through season 2, or we're about halfway. Phenomenal show. It's an amazing show. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Paramount Plus. Watch Landman. It's great. But I love how he like brings up Michelob Ultras because he's like recovering from like alcohol abuse in the past, and he only drinks Michelob Ultras, and they're like, that has alcohol in it too. He's like, this is basically water. It's so true though. Like, this is basically water. I could have like 10 of these and be feeling good, but be fine, right? Like, I think the other night I had what? Don't do this at home. This is not the correct way. For anyone listening at home, this is not advice. This is just my personal dumbassery. I think I had 14 the other night. Completely fine. Woke up feeling like shit, but could have kept going. I mean, I can put them down. I'm a big boy. Oh, another thing for you guys too. Okay, so in 2 weeks, sorry, the hair is wild. In 2 weeks, I'm going to Denver for my fantasy football draft. And like I said, I have to get punished. I have to be locked in a room where I do a puzzle, a 500-piece puzzle. And I can't come out of the room, which if it carries over to the next day and the draft starts and I'm still not done with the puzzle, I get put on auto draft. So my thinking is, I was like, how can I make the entertainment entertaining, or at least make content out of this? Since I'm gonna be locked in a room anyways, I'd rather have some content going for it. So I hope you guys are interested in this. I think I might do a live stream of me right when I get there and having to do the puzzle. We could talk Big Brother, we could talk reality TV, we could talk whatever. You guys can help me with the puzzle. But I think I might do a live stream. I might bring my laptop and everything to Denver. I got to figure out how I'm going to bring this set up and all that. But I'm thinking about doing a live stream of me doing my punishment because, one, I think it'd be fun content. I mean, I get it. It's a puzzle. Someone doing a 500-piece puzzle might not be the most entertaining content, but maybe it'd be all right. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you think that'd be something you guys would want to hang out with and like just I'll be sitting there. Hopefully they'll bring me beers. But I'll have some beers. We'll be doing the puzzle. We'll be talking Big Brother, what have you, and you guys can chat with me. I don't know. Maybe it's stupid. Maybe it's a stupid idea. I was like, maybe I just do a recorded version where I can fast forward it and make content that way. I don't know. But I was like, a live stream would be kind of fun because it keep me entertained, at least with you guys here in the chat. So I don't know. You guys let me know. You let me know if you think that'd be fun or not. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I just also cannot I cannot vouch for anything my friends say on stream, or if they come in and say something stupid. That is not the opinions of this podcast or me personally, because they're a bunch of idiots. But yeah, unlike last week, this week I'm off tomorrow, so I'm here for a while. Lock in. Chloe George, you better have a beer too. All right. I'm locked in. Good night, Annie. I still see you in the comments. It's hard to walk away. I know. All newbies for 29. I mean, I would hope so. I would love to see all newbies. I just think that they're going to stick with the same kind of format. I really do. I'd really like BB US versus BB Can season. I mean, that's ideally where we'll eventually get. I don't know, man. US doesn't want to even focus on the fact that Canada ever existed, and Canada's finally making a comeback. So we'll probably get at least 5 seasons of like newbies or their version of All Stars before we'd ever even sniff a BB US versus Canada, if it's still a thing at that point. So who knows? Slab should expect to go up. Excuse me. She interjected herself into a fight that wasn't hers, and now Angela is switching up and wants to be friends with Haley again. It's going to be an interesting week. I definitely think it's going to be an interesting week. So I think that a lot can transpire. I think the icons for the most part are relatively safe unless Haley or possibly Taylor win power. But I think that they're all pretty decent spot outside of everyone else is kind of up for grabs. Lala, not Slabs. I knew what you meant. When I heard Slabs, I was like, yeah, I can see it. Yeah, Lala didn't do herself any favors. That's for sure. Lock in and get BTA from the Saints. Damn you. 14 beers on stream? No, not on stream. I would never do that. Dear God. That would not be kosher. That would not be smart of me to have 14 beers on the stream. Unless I was like burnt peanut hiding behind an avatar, maybe, but no, not on stream. Well, it might turn that way if we do the puzzle stream. Who knows? So maybe the lock-in comments are a bit subdued tonight. They're not subdued at all. You guys continue to keep locking in. And I mean, I do it to myself, right? I mentioned it on chat, but you guys find a way to sneak in the lock-in comments in the middle of the sentence, and every single time I'm like, God damn it. Puzzle. Yeah, no, I mean, it was either that. So my punishments were either I have to do the puzzle, the 500-piece puzzle, and be locked in a room. They wanted to give me a 500 milligram gummy, and I was like, that's not happening. I will die. I will legitimately die. So I luckily don't have to do the gummy. I just told them, no, I'm not doing that. And then also, but I have to do a 500-piece puzzle. Or my other possible thing I had to do was get a very deep spray tan. And I was like, given the fact that I have to do live streams and I have to go to work to my normal job, I don't think that's very kosher. And that would not be very smart of me to get a very deep spray tan. So I was like, the 500-piece puzzle I'll do. So like I said, let me know what you guys think. I'm washing my face and keeping, and you keep locking in yourself. LOL. You want me to comment or something? Absolutely. I want you to comment. I know that you want to be here. Don't act like you don't want to. Don't act like you don't want to. You guys all want to be here. You enjoy it. No, I appreciate you guys. Like, have you guys here. Like that's why I don't want you to go, because I have fun talking to you guys in chat. Like, you guys are like our community. You're our, you're my friends here, talking Big Brother, talking about other stuff. Like, without you guys, I have nothing. I would be here talking by myself and probably in the stream within 30 minutes. So I don't know how the audio. Oh, by the way, I have a package coming from Fairplay. So I have things to send out for the audio only listeners. I got through that 5-hour live stream. Actually, even if you were here for the 5-hour live stream, I'm getting some stuff from Fairplay. It's probably nothing crazy, but hit me up on social media at Goodsby Bobby on Instagram, and I'll send you something from Reality After Show that Johnny sent me to give out to people. So, Amy, Humane, Chloe, Denise, Ty, whoever's here, whoever was part of that live stream, whoever was joining me or listening after the fact on audio only. I don't know how much I have, so spots are probably limited, but yeah, hit me up on social media and I'll send something over for you guys. Whatever it is Johnny sent me. He's also sending me apparently like a what are those things called? Like a glow light, like the ones that are like say like on air or whatever, or like, recording, whatever those things are. He's getting me 2 of those, and I have to do a Instagram reel for, like, to publicize it and stuff and like shout out the company stuff. But he said they're like $500 worth. I'm like, how big are these things? Like, are these things fancy, or is he completely bullshitting me here? But I'm going to try to set them up somewhere. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe on that wall next to, like, above the poster. I don't know. We'll figure it out when it comes in. But yeah, he's sending that with a bunch of stuff for you guys. So let me know. Nice. That sounds fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Fantasy football weekend with the boys. These guys I've been in the league with for, God, 20 years, almost 20 years. I think 2009 will be 20 years. So nearly, I think we're what? So that's what, 17 years, college and high school friends. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I did get last place, so I will be doing my punishment. But I think it might be fun to do a live stream and talk Big Brother, but also help you guys help me with the puzzle, because I'm terrible at puzzles. So let's keep going on the comments. Drew Brees, most accurate QB of all time, says no one. I have wine lock in. You better have wine, Chloe, at this point. Okay, this one's basically gone. What other Big Brother live streamer does this? Who makes a drinking game with the chat? Is there any hope for Barrett? Excuse me. Is there any hope for Barrett? Will he play his own game and break away from D's chains, which keep him locked in? Damn you. You guys are getting good. You guys are getting good with these locked in freaking. Anytime the chat says locked in, I have to take a drink. You guys are new here. That's what's going on. Get your comments read live here on stream. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think with Barrett, like, he just, and I'm trying to play devil's advocate, right? Because I say go to sleep every single season until you get to jury, and then just start to lock in, guys. Whoever's out there, you better be drinking. You need to lock in at that point. So I feel like it's hard for me to completely critique him. I'm wondering if he's just playing the long game, but at the same time, like, you could do more. You could do more. And he's just, it's like he's like just, he's a BB fan that has talked about Big Brother forever. And once he's in the house, it's just like he's watching the live feeds like we are, right? Like, it's like he's watching the live feeds while being in the house. And it's not good TV. He's got to know this. And I don't want to come down too hard on the guy, but my gosh. We going back to lock in Amy in chat. I don't think Amy's coming back. I think Amy might be gone for sure at this point. Screw you, Bismuth. That was a good one. All right, let's see how many more locked ins are in here. I'm a Survivor fan, but new to BB. I would love to go back and watch some old seasons. What season should I lock? Are we so fucking for right now? Is it going to be every comment, guys? What season should I lock in on? Some of the best seasons of all time, in my opinion, personal opinion. I really like 10, 14. I think you should start with 10 before you go to 14 because 14 will give out a lot of 10's information. But 10, 14, I really like 8. 8 was the original season I started watching Big Brother. Really liked it. If you're new, I always try to hold back from giving people old seasons, even though season 2 is phenomenal season, season 3 is phenomenal season, just because it is a different kind of game. Like, obviously, do not watch Big Brother 1. If you watch Big Brother 1, you are loving torture. You love to be tortured as a human being. So it's not the same game at all. It's not even a game. Big Brother 2 is a game. It's better. You get Dr. Will. You get a lot of really good cast. But I would say my highlighted seasons would be 10, then 14. I also like 16. People hate 16. I get it. 20 is really good in my opinion. 8 is a good season. I'm saying like basically all even seasons. I wouldn't even say that some of like post 20, I wouldn't even like recommend those. Not that I don't like them, and there's good seasons, like the Cookout season's a really good season, but like I feel like you need to know the lore before you get into those seasons, is what I would say. So I would probably say start with 8 or 10. And then if you want to go backwards in the past and start from like, 2 and 3 and then 4 or 5, make sure you leave that up to 7 because 7 is the first All-Star season. So if you watch that, which is a very good season, but if you watch that before you watch the others, you're going to not really get the true introspective of those players. Like 8's like, I feel like 8 was a good way to go. It's a good way to start for me. That's personally how I feel. But 10 is probably my all-time. 14 is probably my all-time favorite season, but 10's a very, very good season too. Let's see here. 26 because first season with Blockbuster under different name, and Angela's first season, Suri was on 25. Blockbuster is new, by the way. So for Chloe, since this is you're new to Big Brother, Blockbuster has only been around for 2 seasons. Like it was always in the past where if you lost in the veto competition and you were like the target, you're going home, or if you were like the renom after someone won the veto and you go up, you're just basically SOL unless you have the votes. And it was usually most seasons in the past, it's 2 nominees in the final 2 chairs, right? Not 3. That's new with the Blockbuster. And they added the Blockbuster a couple seasons back because it does bring the drama for that last night of, hey, someone has a last second chance to save themselves. And I think it's been the greatest addition they possibly could have had since, adding the veto way back in the day. So those seasons are all going to be once veto happens. And don't get me wrong, there's times where blindsides happen and they flip the vote, what have you. So things do change. It's not always cut and dry. It's not always, okay, well, we know who won the veto. This person's going home. But a lot of the time it is, right? A lot of the time it is. But there are times where it does flip or something crazy happens, i.e. Big Brother 14. Did Bobby say 2009? Who that? Yeah. God. Yeah, that was when me and these guys are all in the league too. Me and 5 of my roommates, some of my good buddies, we all lived in a apartment in San Luis Obispo. It was a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 guys, and we all just slept on like little twin beds or like full beds on each side of the walls. So we made it work. But I think my rent back then was like $400 a month. Like, God, what I would pay what do I give to pay that nowadays? What's up, Micah Hart? Thank you so much for joining the chat. I think D will win. I think D's in a great spot, and D's playing very well. She's playing very well. She has her connections in the house. She has her BB bribe power that she can use. I think that I want to see her back against the wall. I want to see what she does. Like, say Devins is taken out of the house. Where does she go from there? But I do think that D's one of my front runners right now to win it all for sure. Thank you for joining the chat too. Hope you're doing well. Look at the Saints. Drew Brees leads all completion percentage stats. Yeah, I respect Drew Brees, but I hate the Saints. At Denise says, hoping for HOH results. I stalked your channel and saw the show with your old host that you hadn't talked to in 3 years. He was hilarious. I even watched him on his Price is Right appearance. I know his Price is Right appearance, man, that goes down in lore. But I mean, if you go back to our content back in the day, and for those that don't know, Brent was originally on RHAP. I was originally on RHAP. Brent was much more prominent figure in RHAP. Don't get me wrong. We played the Rahap Sequester together. I absolutely love Brent to death. He and I then moved over to when he was fired from RHAP. We moved over to Reality After Show. He got me my star here. Without him, I wouldn't have been executive producer. I wouldn't have this live stream now. So shout out to Brent, because without Brent, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys. So man, just even the 5 minutes we were together, or 5 minutes, 59 minutes we were together talking on stream, like the way he was in chat, I was like, man, I miss this. I miss his like original takes, his, how he is. And like, he can lead a conversation and then also ask questions back, where you don't get that from guests. Like, he should 100% be on reality television. 100%. He was on like the Sequester, like actual version, and it was great there too. But the fact that he's never been actually like on reality television, it's crazy to me. Except for like the whole the staircase trial. I don't know if you guys remember the staircase trial. If you watch that documentary on HBO, Brent is a part of that. Nothing to do with it, but yes, he's a part of that. 10 was a great season. Yeah, it's one of the best by far. BB13 is great, but it spoils 8, 11, and 12. LOL. 11 also kind of spoils 10. Yeah, I would say start with 8. Anything from that whole era, right? Like 8 through 14, outside of 9. I'd say 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Pretty good season. 17 too. Daniel Reyes, phenomenal season. That's why I love Daniel Reyes. Yes, he is a super fan. He shouted out so many people in the BB community, podcast, etc., on live feeds, expecting better. Same. I'm expecting better from Barrett as well. He should be doing more, in my opinion. Her All-Stars appearance was a bit sad. Yeah, I mean, but it's to be what's expected, right? She could have gone out first. So the fact that she lasted as long as she did, I just shows how great of a game player she was. And also watching her on the Traders, even more so. Like, she hasn't missed a beat. Watched Ethan Animal's BB1 video, and Thog would be the worst player of all time in the BB1 format. 100%. BB1 format with Thog. Oh my God. Early seasons 2, 3, 6, 8, 5 had its moments. They did. Like, don't get me wrong, those are all good seasons. And if you want to go back from the original days, start with 2. Start with 2, 3. I would even put 4 in there. 4 wasn't bad. It was just the couples version, so it was a little weird. 6, great season. 8, a lot of fun. Great casts too. Like, might not agree with everyone on those casts, but pretty damn good. How long do we do the live feeds go down? Well, and welcome in, Livea. Thank you so much for joining the chat. Honestly, they could go down for a while. I mean, we could get no feeds for another hour or so. Who knows? But they could be back in 5 minutes. It depends on the length of the HOH competition. Depends on when they decide they're going to give us back the feeds and show us who won the HOH and what have you. So a lot's going to go down within, I would think within the next hour or so. I would hope less than that, because I don't want to be here all night. But I would guess probably within the next 30 minutes to an hour, we'll have the feeds come back. So I'm just keeping an eye on it right now. I'm watching it in the corner screen over here. Feeds went down like an hour ago. Yeah. So I mean, I would assume, and this is me assuming, they're probably pretty close. They're probably pretty close to ending the competition, but it really depends. Yeah, a little more than that. Thanks. You got it. No problem. Thank you, Humane, for breaking it down for. Excuse me. All right, let's see here. Wait, what? I felt that I had some familiarity with you guys. Oh my God, I do peep in on Rahab. It's so, I like Rob though. Wow, I didn't think Rob fired people. Well, I think Brent might be the only person that's ever been fired, to be honest. and it's because of his hot takes. Well, not just his hot takes, but yeah, mainly because if you guys remember the lore, I don't know how many of you guys were there back in the day. I know a lot of you guys are new, but and some of you just might not be, listening to podcasts and stuff back then. But if you traveled these BB streets back in the day, one, you would see me as an updater. Two, it's funny. Last night I was 14 beers deep. And I was going back and I was looking at my some of my old content when I was on rehab, just to it just popped up on my timeline. I was like, oh shit, let me check this out. So I pulled it up and I was like, for one, God, I wish I had that body back. Second, I was like, damn, I didn't realize some of these people that are still currently on rehab I had podcasted with. I totally forgot. Also, man, Bobby, you were a little cheesy back then. But yeah, no, we were both on rehab back in the day. Long time listeners probably remember us, but it's funny. I went to a rehab event and one guy in the crowd came up to me. She's like, "Oh my God, Bobby, I remember you on rehab." I was just like, I told my wife going to, I was like, I'll be shocked if one person remembers me. And sure enough, one guy came up. She's like, God damn it. She's like, cool. Be the Vikings and lock in one time in 2026 against the Falcons. Well, it's going to happen, but I'll lock in. That one hit hard. It's freaking ultra, too. It shouldn't hit that hard. Imagine Haley wins HOH. I think that's best case scenario. I think it's best case scenario for Haley to lock in. You better be drinking, everyone. For Haley to lock in and win HOH, I think, stop moving the desk. That's I think that's best case scenario for us as TV watchers, for live feeders, what have you. It'll bring us the most content for sure. I think that's something that's going to be a phenomenal outcome if that's the case. And just to see some kind of difference, some the icons with their back against the wall. What can they do with their back against the wall? How can they move out of this position? 1,000%. Thanks for all your tips. I think I'll just watch 8 through 14. I apologize, guys. I'm tripping up on my words tonight. I actually watched the first season back in the day, and it was atrocious. Do not judge anything by that first season. First season is god-awful. I don't know how this show stayed on air after that first season. But I do recommend others, but start with 8. Do not watch 9. 9 might make you fall out of it. Actually, it's such a train wreck. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Because I feel like if you are someone watching 9 for the first time, just know that cast was batshit crazy. Every single one of them, batshit crazy. It was also the season where they tried to play, because it was during the writer's strike at that time. So they had a winter season and Big Brother 9 came on. And it was the season where they tried to be matchmaker and hook people up with other people in the house. So they'd be like, oh, hey, this is your partner in the game. And, this, what was the title of it? Love It or Till Death Do Us Part or something like that. So it was they were trying to play matchmaker. So it is kind of trashy. And then there was an actual couple in the house, but they got paired up with 2 different people because they were a hidden couple. Yeah, that didn't end up really well. So if you are into trashy TV Love Island, you might like Big Brother 9. Outside of that, 10's great season, back to basics. 11's fun. 12's a lot of fun. 13's entertaining. Got some returnees on that one. And then 14's one of it's my favorite season of all time. What's up, Bartacumas? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Sup, it was fun to catch up with Brent. It was a lot of fun to catch up with Brent. Brent is so entertaining. He's such Brent Wagamont. Guys, go give him a like, give him a follow on his I say like, but go give him a sub on Instagram. Guy does amazing content. He's such a entertaining dude. And then I posted the reel from his interview that we did earlier today. So if you go check out that reel on my Instagram if you guys can. Well, tell me more about Rob firing people. I'm locked in. I mean, honestly, I don't know if there's anyone else that's been fired log in. The whole Tyler Crispin thing back in the day with Brent was hilarious. If you don't know, you'll find out if you just go and look into the lore. But there's a lot of things. Yeah, it was a different day and age back then. Rap wasn't as big as they are now. They have what, RapCon going on? How does that work? How does RapCon even work? I'm you have a literal convention for a podcast. That's crazy. That's how big they are, guys. Like, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Rob. I'm happy for Taryn. I'm happy for all those people. Like, I talked to Taryn recently, but it's just crazy to me that they're having like literally a rehab con. Like the numbers they bring in for their live watch parties and stuff is insane. The views on their streams are insane. I would kill to even get a piece of that. I mean, I even asked Taryn, I was like, hey, would you want to, before the season starts, like, hey, would you want to do a, like a simul stream, like where we stream together and talk about stuff and all that for our live streams? And he didn't seem too interested. I guess he said other people have asked him that in the past. And that's fine. It's not like he had to do it or anything. I mean, obviously I was trying to get it because he'd be helping me out a lot, but I totally understand where he's coming from, where he wants to be able to stop or keep going whenever he wants to. So it makes sense. But look what he does on his, Patreon and stuff. Like, guy kills it. Absolutely kills it. His live feed content is amazing. So shout out. I mean, they do have good content. I'm not going to say they don't have good content. I just wish it wasn't so PC at times. That's my only gripe. That's my only gripe. Have an original thought. That's my only gripe. The early seasons had a totally different producer, Arnold Shapiro, but Grodner was the associate producer, I believe. I think Shapiro had better ideas. I agree with you. I think Shapiro was like old school, exactly how Big Brother grew to where it was. And then Grodner got the reins. And not everything Grodner's done has been bad. Some people like to say that everything she does is just horrible every single season. Blockbuster is a good twist. There's been aspects of seasons that have made very, very interesting and fun quality content, but there's also a lot of bad, a lot of silly. I feel like Arnold Shapiro didn't have as much of the silliness as we do with Grodner, and that's what makes it hard to recommend the show. Oh my God, tell me one more time. Joe Burrow locked in by wearing 9 in honor of Drew Brees. All right, I locked in. There you go. All right, so get your guys' comments read live here on stream. If you guys are new here, at Goodsby Bobby on Twitter /X/Instagram, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. If you want to follow me on, man, I said Twitter, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby on Twitch. If you guys want to follow me there, give me some love over there. I could really use it on my Twitch channel. Majority of people come in from YouTube, but if you guys could help me out by watching some of my content on Twitch, it would help me out a lot, just because I would like to grow there if possible. But absolutely shout out to you guys. Shapiro never thought, what if we kicked someone off the show for 2 blockbusters nobody asked for? I mean, he never thought, but that was also never a thing back in the day, right? Like, the show has grown. Like, there's a reason why Grodner is still in charge, right? Like, Grodner's still in charge because all these years later, clearly something's working. And we might not agree with everything. I've been hard on Grodner in the past. I've been hard on a lot of people on this show when it comes to production. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have Big Brother than not have Big Brother. And if what they're doing is at least getting people to watch, I'll take it. I'll take it, because I'd rather have a world that has Big Brother in it than nothing at all. Hell, I've been to 3 live shows before, live eviction shows. Every single time, it's been an absolute crazy one. Austin with his no shoes in Big Brother 17. Caitlin Herman with the puzzle. I was there in the crowd for that. That shit was wild. Big Brother 19 finale, where we saw Josh Martinez beat Paul to win Big Brother 19, which was probably a travesty. Get your guys' comments read live. You guys got quiet in the chat. What's going on? Where'd everybody go? Did we lose you guys? Hopefully we get the feeds back here soon. We're just kind of waiting it out right now. We got pets. All right, let's see here. Bismo says, casting is my biggest beef at times. I agree with you. I think that is like probably my biggest beef, right? That and like some of the stupid stuff. Like I do think the Wheel of Death was stupid. I think that was a big mistake. I think Zingbot is completely played out. Even though it's a staple, I think it's so played out. I'm so over Zingbot. But casting's probably my biggest one, right? Pretty much my biggest one. Lavea, what's going on? Says, I heard someone say lately that it would make a more interesting game if Julie didn't announce how many people voted for each person and just announce who was evicted. Could make it a whole new game. I agree. I saw that out there too. And the thing I agree with is if you don't have the numbers out there, they don't know how close it was. People also then know, hey, I can vote however I want. I can make a blindside happen and no one will even know where the votes were at to make that happen. I think that would be great. I think they should add that. I when I saw that, I was like, I agree with this. I think it would make a whole new game. I think it would make it very interesting. I think people wouldn't be so locked into how the votes panned out and okay, who's the rogue vote here? Who's this? Who's that? I think that it allowed people to hide more, but also be able to play a little more risky because they don't know where those votes are going. So yeah, I agree with you. I think it was a good idea. I also think Thog's idea that she said where she last week at the beginning of last week she questioned, she's like, well, maybe someone had a power to switch the votes the other way, right, where then the votes were enough for Lyric to go home because they used the power. It's not that people actually voted that way. She was just able, or someone was just able to use the power to reverse the votes. I think that'd be a fun twist. I think that'd be a really fun twist. I think it'd be very entertaining. I think it would be cool to see because it can, if you're that person who's on the block and you have that twist or that power under your belt, it's risky, right? Because it's risky in the fact that if you play it, if you know 100% you're Jason and you're going home, that the votes are there. If you don't win the blockbuster, you're a goner, right? But if you're someone who it's kind of on the fence, it could go one way or the other, but you're on the block and you don't want to go home and you think, hey, I might not have the votes there. It could be a risk that if you do use that power, then the votes could go on you and you just eliminated yourself from the game when really you would have been safe. It'll throw the house in a frenzy, but also I think like it could be very entertaining television. I know people aren't about the twist. Not everyone likes twists or power, but I think it'd be fun. I think that's actually a pretty fun twist if they do it right. So yeah, I agree with you. Last thing on Rehab, but I found that the censor or delete their followers' views if they don't match theirs. I mean, that sucks because you built the platform on the people. Kind of sucks to become pretentious. Yep. I mean, that's why I will never block anyone on here. I don't care. There's some people that come in here. I will mute people or I'll put them on timeout, but I don't block anyone because I want everyone to have an original thought. I want everyone to have an opinion, unless people are coming in here saying hateful stuff or spamming the chat with nonsense or just trying to, put stuff out there that doesn't have anything to do with the show. Sure, I'll put them on timeout. But I want people to come in here and feel like they have a home, to have an original thought, to have an opinion, to be able to share without the feeling of scrutiny from the chat or from others outside that, hey, no, that's a stupid idea. That's just such like a bully mentality and such a like lame way of thinking that no, it has to be this way. And if you don't think this way, you're wrong. That I'll never agree with because maybe I'm just too. I mean, same thing happens at work all the time too. Like my actual job as a bartender, like sometimes it'll be me versus or us against them with management and stuff. And I'll be the vocal one. I don't care. I'll be the vocal one who comes up and says like, no, that's stupid. Or, hey, I don't like what you're doing here. And that's just my personality. When I was a kid, I went through a lot of bullying phases, right? I got bullied a lot. I had a lot of people that just would make fun of me for stupid shit, and I had to grow from that. I had to learn from it. I was very reserved. I was nice, but I was too nice. And I think that's given me a little bit of thicker skin later on in life where I respect people. I give respect and I hope for and expect, respect in the, to be reciprocated. But if people are going to disrespect me or make me feel like, I'm not heard or my opinion doesn't matter, I always rise up against that and I hate it. So I absolutely agree with you. I think that people should be able to have an original thought, an original opinion, not just what Twitter or X or Instagram tells you to believe. You should come in there with your own understanding, your opinions, and your opinion matters. Your thoughts matter. And you can have fun with this show just like anyone else. You can have fun with this show just like anyone else. And I'm never going to shoot you down for something I might disagree with. I might tell you I disagree with you, but I'm going to let you be heard. And I hope you guys appreciate that here. Toolshed stays together if Julie doesn't say vote count. I think so. I agree with you. I think so too. Rahap is 90% boring to me, but they have a monopoly. I'm praying for other reality podcasts to become popular that aren't PC and woke. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, I don't want to like completely trash them because I do have friends there, and I do think that they do make good content. That's the only gripe I really have, right? That and certain people just completely all of a sudden you want to talk and be friends, and then all of a sudden as someone leaves, you just completely cut them off. That I don't like. But outside of that, that's just personal. but that's the one thing I have a gripe with, right? It was just I think I don't want there to be just it has to be one way. And I wouldn't say everyone there feels that way. They just kind of mask it at times. Thog is better than Dan Geeson. Get the fuck out of here. Look, all twists. Bismo says they couldn't say I'm doing what the HOH house wants. They can do what they want. Let me read that again because I'm now thinking where you're coming from with this one. They couldn't say I'm doing what the HOH house wants. They can do what they want. And with the votes. Gotcha. Sorry, I was trying to think where the context was. Yeah, no. They can do what they want, and they won't have to feel like they have the burden of, hey, the house thinks I'm voting this way. I have to vote this way for the betterment of my game. They can just do what they want to do, and we'll see what the outcome becomes. Lock in and block the Falcons from scoring. All right. Jesus Christ, you guys. Locked in on D and Devins. I agree. I think that D and Devins are obviously two of my favorites. I love Devins. I've always loved Devins. I want to see him do well, but I want to see him suffer. I want to see him play from the bottom. He's played from the top the whole time. And the show has made it that way. Brent said it earlier on the stream. The show is set up so that he could go far. That power was given to Devins in particular. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. It's for the entertainment of the television, and they want those people to still be there far into the game. So they made it. That's why I said power behind it, not, hey, this is Diamond POV on the screen. They can flip over whichever one they wanted. And they flipped over Diamond POV to protect Devins. Same with D. I just think I want to see them with their back against the wall. I want to see them struggle because we see that on Survivor. On Survivor, no one's given anything outside of maybe Tony with a super idol or Yule too. But I mean, no one's really given anything. You have to earn it. And I feel like I want to see the vets earn it. And I don't think they have this season. Like they have in the fact of their social gameplay, but they already came in with an advantage over these newbies who have never played a game like this. And they came in with that extra bit of momentum because of the fact that they've played and D has won Survivor. So I think that's a big part of it for sure. Sorry, I was cooking. No worries, Mary. Just happy to have you back. Thank you for joining the chat. Hope your dinner was good. You're cooking late into the night because over there it's like what, midnight for you? You're cooking late. Absolutely well said. It's all about entertainment, and it is. It really is because at the end of the day, we're all here to be entertained. We're not here to talk politics. If I want to talk politics, I go to a politic chat, which I don't do because I think it's stupid. But I'm here to talk reality television. I'm here to talk about social strategy. I'm here to talk about, oh my God, did you see that person just got caught in a lie? You know, I'm not here to talk politics or what your agenda is or whatever. I'm here to talk about the show. And I feel like that is the biggest thing that in today's day and age with social media, etc., people lack. And people can't just be entertained. They have to find a reason to come after people. And I don't understand that mentality at all. I mean, this guy's too much lesser extent. I don't mean to keep bringing up my own personal things, but like when I played that freaking sequester, people came after me hard. There was a whole Reddit chain talking about how much they hate me and how I'm the worst, and like I'm not even a good podcaster because of how I played the game, or oh, he took out our favorite, so we all should just hate him. And I was just like, I played a game for free for fun during COVID, and we didn't expect it to blow up like it did. And like, I got fourth place. Like, I didn't win the whole thing. And there's still people making Reddit chains about how much they hate me. And I'm not even on reality television. It was just a game on my computer for one night for 3 hours with friends. Like, I can't imagine being in this world that nowadays of what they have to deal with and the social media of all. It scares me. It scares me for like people's mental health. It really does. And it's just too much of a vocal majority when it comes to social media that it's just gross. Taryn has put me on YouTube timeout for wrong think, which blew my mind. I didn't even know that was a thing until it happened. No, 100% it's a thing. It's 100% thing. But for wrong thinking, which blew my mind, and that's not. It's just I don't know. I think that was probably more so probably his moderators more than him. But yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Lyric failed to lock in by. Lyric failed to lock in by voting with the House in the Rome eviction. Yeah, but I don't think it mattered too much. I think people stop moving the desk. I think people knew where her loyalty lied. She was never going to not vote for Rome. I don't think that's what screwed her, to be honest with you. I think it was the situation. Happy that you are locked in. Because we need a place to woosah. All love to everyone, though. Absolutely. I mean, you guys are always welcome here. You're always welcome to get your opinions read live. Hopefully we grow, man. I mean, it's a struggle. Sometimes I struggle just to go live because I'm like, I love you guys and I love the people that continue to come here. But, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, am I really gaining any traction? Like, is this going to grow one day? Is this going to turn into something? You know, sometimes my wife's like, you don't have huge numbers. Why do you keep doing it? Like, there's always going to be the people that are, you know, like Rahap that are just going to always be the monopoly. Right. But I'm like, I'd rather try and say I built a community that I enjoy and hopefully one day it leads somewhere to potentially one day, maybe something takes off. Maybe something I do or says gets the traction I'm hoping for, that it turns into something. But I do struggle at times. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to get up and live stream today, but I make myself because I want this to be a community that people feel heard. So I hope you guys enjoy that. If Time Capsule was rigged, Devins would have got Coin of Destiny. I don't think so. I think Diamond Power Vita is way more powerful than Coin of Destiny. I think it was weird that D didn't get Coin of Destiny. I thought that was better than the BB bribe, but I'm not saying it's completely rigged. I'm just saying it seemed a little on the nose is what I was trying to say. My take on Rahap is the PC left, but not overly woke, so they not upset CBS. Yeah. I don't think they. I think they just do whatever's like the main thing on social media to do. If Devins and D goes on the block, they need to act disappointed. 100%. Well, I agree with that. Like, yeah, they need to act disappointed. They need to act like they have no one. But it's also, how are they going to play it once they are on the bottom? I think we'll get a lot of how they played in Survivor out of them once they're finally on the block. Because right now, this is like a easy coast version of their gameplay, right? Where this dog is going crazy on the feeds right now. Are you guys watching this? This dog is just running circles right now in this pin. Someone go adopt that bro. That bro is adorable, by the way. But my God, he's just doing circles, circle over circle over circle. He's like, I'm ready for the feeds to come back already. Come on. Already stopped. He finally stopped. That was wild. Oh, he's back. He's going back again. How is he not getting dizzy? Also, where is it light right now? Because you can see the light coming in through the window. Are these all pre-recorded? Are these just on repeat? Is this from earlier in the day? Because if it's in California, I'm in California right now. It's pitch black outside right now. Where is this coming from? Does anyone else know? Because like I feel like these are not live feed of the dogs. These are clearly recordings. I don't know. Sorry, just my brain thinking, going on a tangent there. But yeah, I want to see them with their back against the wall and see what happens. If I wanted politics, I'd go to political channel. Exactly, humane. If we talk about Kamu, I do feel like they should have cast. Sorry, I was just caught watching this cat. I do feel like they should have cast 2 people for Jason, like Rockstar, just like they cast Haley and Chuck for Kamu. Thing is, they should have brought Jason in as an icon. They should have brought, Lyric and Drew, who were on Beast Games and American Idol, respectfully. And here's the thing: I know they weren't the same characters, but you could at least made Jason an icon. Have there before? That makes sense. 2 guys, 2 girls. I don't know. I still don't understand why Jason wasn't an icon. Wow, good for you. That sucks. The part of the mental health thing is really important. Absolutely, it's very important. It's very important, especially like with where people are. Who knows what they're dealing with. I know that they're putting themselves in the position where they go in to play a game, but like we don't have to make it harder for no reason as a community. As people watching a television show, you don't have to make it harder. You can take cheap shots like the whole Chuck not wiping his ass the best, right? Like I get it. It's a low blow, but people are talking about it. It's kind of funny, but at the same time, like it kind of sucks. Like I would hate to come out of the house and be like, oh, people are talking about how it smells like ass when I walk in a room. That sucks. It's not cool. It's not fun. And I feel like social media and like at times podcasters like just really lean on that kind of stuff. And I don't know. There's things I lean on too, and you guys might not agree with, but I think it's just, I don't know. I just think it's below the belt. I think it's also irrelevant to what we're seeing on the show. You can say he's boring. You can say he sucks at the game. You could say he's furniture. Sure. And yes, you can make a light joke about whatever, but like, don't make the guy feel like shit, right? Like at the end of the day, he's a human. Now America just thinks he's a smelly dude. Like that sucks. That sucks. I really hate that. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone there. And like I said, I talked about it too. I laughed about it a little bit, all that stuff, but it does suck. Like I feel like it should just die there. Now that he's out of the game, like let it die. Don't continue. Lock in. You're a prison guard. I might have to go get another beer here soon. This is like it. All right. Anytime chat says locked in, I have to take a drink. If you guys are new here, get your comments read live on stream. I read everyone's comments. We're just waiting for the feeds to come back. So if you have anything you want to say about the season, would love to hear your guys' opinion. Reddit is the bottom dwelling basement of society. Don't take that personally, Bobby. I didn't, but like Bobby in 2020, when that happened, I mean, it didn't hurt my feelings. I read all the comments because I find them funny. Like when people talk shit or just hate on me, like there's people that be like, oh my God, Bobby's the worst podcaster ever. He still have a job. Fair play. You should get rid of this guy. He's boring. All this shit. It's fine. It's fine. Like I laugh at a lot of that stuff, but like it's when like people just like say like, oh, this person should lose their job. This person should die. Stuff like that. It's like, what the hell are we doing as a community? Who are these people that are ruining our television show and ruining our experience and ruining lives? Like, it's just awful. But don't worry about me. Like, I honestly get a good laugh at a lot of the stuff. But at the time, it's like, how is a whole Reddit chain created just to hate on me? It's kind of like shocking, but funny. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm a very small lens, right? Compared to others. So, yeah. Coin of Destiny because he did coin flips on Survivor. Well, okay, I get that aspect. Sure. That makes sense. But I still think they want to give him the power that's going to save him and have the best ability to save him long into the game. It's better if you hit it, but you have to hit it. Where, Diamond Power Veto, you just have to have it. And you're golden no matter what. That dog logged in. Locked in. Absolutely. Oh, God. Okay, I got to get another beer after this. If I have another locked in the comments, I'm going to have to get up, guys, and go get a beer. after show. What's up? How do you say this? Kritu? Apologize if I got that wrong. Kritu. I know you've been here before, but now I'm looking at him like, I always look at it as like creature, but I think it's Kritu. Let me know if I'm wrong. Thank you for joining us. I'm happy to have you here. You're right. It was likely his mods, not Taryn, but they likely just parrot his thoughts. Anyway, it's annoying. They have such a huge following. I get it. Appreciate you guys. I really hated Taylor saying that to Chuck. It was gross. Yeah. I mean, it's just below the belt, below the belt for sure. I can say Quinn was so good. He evicted his allies not once, but twice without personally attacking him. Yeah. Like he was a fun, like almost like anti-villain. Like I know he had like villain like tendencies, but you all never took him seriously as a villain. And he honestly never had a position where he was like strong enough in the game to be a villain or to be like a Dr. Will. But like to see him get burned was fun. Like I really liked Quinn. I don't know. Some people didn't like Quinn at all. I liked Quinn. I thought he was fun. I thought he was entertaining. He evicted his allies not once but twice without personally attacking him. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Really, they are saying that about Chuck? Wow. Yeah. What's up, BB? How you doing? Yeah. I mean, people were talking about it. They were talking about it on the live feed updates, everything. Like there's people on Twitter, all that stuff. They're just talking about how like, oh, you gotta rub. And I'll admit, I did talk about it a little bit. Like I have to wipe front to back and all that stuff. It was kind of funny in that small aspect, but like, let it go. Like the guy's out of the show. Like, let's move on past the whole he smells. Like when they say, oh, he walked into a room and he smells, like, come on. Like to make a reel about it is crazy. To make a reel about it is wild to me. And yeah, I just thought it was like a low blow. Like for people that are trying to be politically correct and trying to have a narrative, I thought that's interesting content to basically bully someone about their personal scent through social media and to provoke it more. I think that's crazy work. I mean, that's just me going back to like the bully mentality, right? Where like, there's times I walk on my tippy toes. I've been doing it ever since I was a kid. Don't realize I do it at times. Sometimes I do it and I just have no idea I do it. It's something I've just dealt with my whole life. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. And, people would call me Tippy and Tippy Toes and all this stuff. Like this stupid shit kids do, right? Like if I went on Big Brother and like people like in the comments just continued to bring that up, it'd be like, really? Like, are we not grown ass adults? Are we not like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just like low blows, I think, are just like kind of crap. They're kind of just obnoxious. Make fun of the game, make fun of what people say and do stupid shit or whatever. Personal hygiene and stuff, and like stuff that people is out of people's control, or maybe that they don't realize or what have you. Mention it in passing, but don't make fun of people for it. Like that's just bully mentality. You aren't. She met him 1 month ago and felt comfortable speaking to him in that way. He isn't your friend yet. That was thoughtless. Exactly. And that's how I feel. I thought that was just such a strange thing to do. And for it to continue. Why do you hate when I lock in by saying lock in comments? God damn it, Humane. When I have the most viewers in my stream right now, you're going to make me go get another beer. All right, guys, I'm going to be right back. I'll be back in like a minute, so don't leave. We got 28 viewers in here. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Get your comments read live. We're just waiting for the feeds to come back to talk about who the new HOH is. We're kind of just bullshitting in the chat right now until you guys get until we get the feeds back. So stay with me. I'm going to play a quick commercial break while I go grab some more beers because I got to lock in.
Oh, hello there. You want to know the secret? Bad strategy gets you blindsided! Bad skincare keeps you chasing the same problem. Tons of body washes and soaps strip away the lipids your skin barrier needs, allowing moisture to escape later. Big old more! Changes the game with a two-step system powered by ostrich oil. That's right, ostrich. Rich in omegas 3, 6, 9. You know the numbers. Clean with the bar, restore with the whip bomb, and protect your barrier. No gimmicks, brother! No 12-pack alliance. That's right, it's Big O Bar. Whew. Clean, restore, protect. Visit BigOBar.com, promo code SURVIVOR. They love it when we do that. That's BIGOBAR.com, promo code SURVIVOR for 10% off. Johnny Fairplay sent you. Woo! I wouldn't lie about that.
All right, locked in. Promo code SURVIVOR at checkout. Tell them Johnny Fairplay sent you. Shout out to Big O Bar, our sponsor of the podcast. All right, let's get back to the chat. Thank you guys for staying with me. Bobby, this is the most gloves off I've seen you, and I love it. More of this. It's probably the alcohol helping with that too. We need more non-politically correct podcasters. I think this is the future, and I'm over the halves of the world. Well, I think there's a place for everyone, but I absolutely think that, there's things I hate about this community. There's things that I disagree with, but there's things a lot that I love too. And I don't want to take away from what they do completely. Like, they do great work as well. So just my personal perspective on things, and I'll always give you guys the real takes, the real introspective of my opinion. Locked in until feeds come back. Damn it. Well, let's see where this goes. All right, come on. So Big Brothers, they just cut the dogs, so we might be getting feeds back soon. They just cut the dogs. Doesn't mean anything, but I'm curious if this means feeds are coming back soon. We'll keep an eye on it. Chuck who? Like, that's fine. That kind of stuff for sure. Do you recall Sis was called Smelly and Tucker didn't bathe to conserve water? I do remember all that. And people laid into him hard, like all that stuff. I don't know. It's very silly. It's very silly. It's kind of ridiculous. But if you don't walk out of the bathroom and wash your hands immediately, people have clips up on Twitter immediately. And I'm saying you should have practiced good hygiene. Don't get me wrong, guys. You should absolutely wash your hands after using the restroom. But my God, will people run with it till the cows come home? Oh no, the pup is at it again. Yeah, that dog was going crazy, right? That dog was just on fire, running in circles on the feeds right now. Cute dog. Oh, we're back. Feeds are back. Feeds are back. All right, I just saw Devon's walk around. Hold on. Dee doesn't have a key around her neck. Okay. I didn't see a key around Devon's. Wait. Who's got it? Wait, Mallory and Lala are celebrating. Who has it? Mallory saying she didn't volunteer to be a have-not this week. Okay, so I don't see anything on. Taylor doesn't seem to be HOH. We're only got 2 of the streams back. Lock in, guys. All right, lock in. You guys both got me, so I'll take 2 drinks. Oh my God, I think it's Drew. Drew won HOH. Guys, Taylor just said I'm going to tell Drew to pick me as a have not. I think Drew won HOH. Wow. I think Drew is HOH, guys. Let's see. Oh, no, it's Yosh. Yosh is HOH. Yosh has the key. It's Yosh. Yosh is HOH. Wow. Wow. Where is this week going to go? Yosh is in power. Icons might be in trouble, guys. Let's get to some more of your guys' comments. Lock in like fair play in the shower. I already drank to that. What's up, Corey T? Honestly, glad Haley stayed because she does cause some drama, which we desperately need, considering the newbies are determined to let the icon slide by. Agreed completely. Man, who will Yash put up? Who will Yash put up? For a second there, because she had said, she's like, I'll tell Drew to put me up. I was like, oh, does that mean Drew gets to decide? But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's Yash. It is Yash. Okay, so he's cheering with Taylor and Lala. I think the icons might be in trouble, guys. Icons might actually be in trouble. Locking in. All right, I'll drink to that. They never wear the key. Oh, they always wear the key. Whoever wins HOH, they win they most of the time wear the key. Yeah, everyone's saying Yash, Yash, Yash. What? He's going to put up his left shoe in the storage room refrigerator. Lala would not be happy for Drew. Yeah, but it wasn't Drew. I thought it was. Uncautious zone. What's going on? Ooh, fascinating HOH. Very fascinating. I think this is going to change up the game. I think the icons might actually be in trouble here. Yash is actually going to play the game, guys. We're actually going to see Yash on the television. I saw the key on Yash. Yeah, Yash is mostly, I think he's the HOH. Yeah, I mean, 100%, right? Like it's 100%. All right, so Devins, Barrett, and Thog are have nots from what it sounds like. Sorry, I'm watching the forward screen, so I have multiple conversations in my head right now. Taylor and Lala are talking. All right, so let's get back to your guys' comments. I wonder who Yash is truly aligned with. We'll come to find out this week now. Yes, that's great. He is not afraid to make moves. I think so too. Yash locked in. Yeah, he might put up all three for sure. All right, feeds just went off again. All right, so Yash is the new HOH, guys. I think there's a real potential for him to put all three up. He might just take the shot and see what happens. Let's see what happens tonight when it comes to conversations he might have with the cast and with the icons in particular. But we might actually see a Yash HOH that is powerful when it comes to this cast. Yash is targeting the 4 and possibly the Vets Renom. I could see it, but I still feel like he might take a shot at the Vets. I think he might take a shot at the Vets. Let's triple the chat. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's continue this conversation. What do we think Yash is going to do? Where do you guys think Yash is going to fall when it comes to who he's going to nominate? This is a very interesting week. Yash is a good one for it to happen. It's not predictable by any means. Yash is going to have a nightmare case of HOitis. He's going to go full mullet. He's going to go full mullet on this one. Lock in. All right. I'll lock in for a Yash HOH. All right. Let's continue. Not disappointed. It would crush me to see Mallory to make a move and be crushed by Devins. Yeah, and I think that Mallory's someone who also could be in trouble here. He doesn't have a great relationship with Mallory. I feel like Taylor and Lala are feeling pretty safe right now. Especially the fact that they made that foursome with Yash and Kamu. Devins made a major move locking in with Yash last week. I still feel like he could take the shot. Like, I'm not completely sold on Yash not taking the shot to try to go crazy with it. Very interesting week ahead of us, guys. Looks like Dee may have to use that influence power this week. I think so, too. She might have to bribe him to not put her on the block. We could see a BB bribe coming, guys. We could. AP locked in. He beat his kid 2014 to be. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Yash, get that money from D. I think it's gonna happen. I think she's gonna feel the stress and have to use her BB bribe for sure. Or maybe he leaves her off and she BB bribes him to play in the veto competition. It's possible. All right, we got 3 of the 4 when it comes to FAP. All talking right now. They seem excited. They seem happy about it. So it must have been like a New Year's Eve theme HOH competition because they're all wearing like the Happy New Year crowns on. I could see it being a nothing week. Yash putting up all women. I mean, don't rule that out. That's for sure. Wonderful week coming. I think Taylor and Yash talked about this last night. I think he could go crazy. I think he could take the shot, guys. I really do. I really do. Can't D's power be considered a nothing power if they simply don't accept the bribe at all? I think they have to accept the bribe. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but don't they have to accept the bribe if the bribe is given to them? If that's the case, it's like way more powerful than anything. Like, I mean, I always thought that like the best case scenario would like save it till the end if you get to the end of the game, unless you're in like real trouble, and be like, I'm going to use this bribe, but you have to give me your vote to someone you know is not going to vote for you. Here's your bribe. You have to give me your vote in the final 2. Like, I feel like that's an easy one to do if you get that far. Icons have the powers. They may need to come out. And I think this is a week we might see it, to be honest with you. I think Devins will possibly use his power, but it's a great way to also like flip everything, right? Like if Yash is in power and does take the shot of the icons, cool. Devins has to use his power, takes himself off, whatever it may be. At least it refreshes the game in the fact that there's not these powers out there. So I'm for that. I don't like that just burning a hole in their pocket. Bobby locked in by drinking to a kid. Stop it. That's not what I was saying. That's not what I was saying at all. And you know that. Who will take 5K over 75K or 750K? Desperate people that think, hey, 1 in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. Look at what happened last season when someone had 10,000 and they could have saved themselves. They chose the 10,000 over saving themselves. It happens. We're talking about people that are on reality television. That right there is 5 weeks worth of money they would have got for being in the house. Where they're at now is that money right there is exactly what they've made so far up until tonight being in the Big Brother house. So it's a big difference. Sorry. I would love to see Drew or Barrett backdoor. I like Drew. I know I'm partial just because he's from where I live, but I don't want to see Drew go, but I wouldn't mind Barrett going. Bye. They shouldn't be happy the littles were bashing Yash. They shouldn't be happy. Absolutely. No, they have to carry it out if they accept it, but they can turn it down. So they can turn it down. They have to carry it out if they accept it. Gotcha. So, I mean, it's possible. I think that people are going to be more accommodating to accepting the $5,000 than people think. I think the first person she goes to is going to accept it no matter what. I look forward to a Yash Kamu conversation. I think that's the big one. That's where we'll really get an idea of where this week's going to lie because he trusts Kamu a lot. Kamu's got to be feeling great right now. MJ took 75K and locked in by donating the grand prize to Chelsea. Yep. Still one of the more baffling decisions I've ever seen on this game of MJ taking Chelsea to the end. Yash will not put up Devins. They have the Bermuda Triangle Alliance, Devins, Kamu, Yash. Still think it's a possibility, especially if Taylor's really adamant about it because he does have a good relationship with Taylor and Lala. But yeah, either the 4 are in danger, Fap's in danger, Angela, D, Haley, and I still think to an extent Devins. But I also think Devins could use that power to save D. I think he is that crazy enough player to not just save it for himself, but to use it on D too. Can't Devins use the power on himself and another on the block if he chooses to use it? I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, is it just he can only replace one nominee? Or can he replace multiple? I think it's just one nominee. So if he's up there, he's obviously replacing himself. Vince locked in by, oh my God, humane. Vince locked in by being saved by production just to have 0 win equity. I mean, not false. Not false. All right, so now we just got to wait for actual game talk. So this was clearly in the year 2000 based off Melody's glasses with the 2000 on them. So this is like the Y2K thing, I think. So this is, okay, it was definitely a Y2K HOH competition. That makes all the sense in the world. I wonder what it was. Like, what was the type of challenge? Do you think Common will bring Haley back? Which direction do you think she will go? Honestly, I would love for her to just take a week off of just kind of floating in the middle. Because while, yes, she is a target, I think people were like already setting up for the fact that she's not going to be there this week. That if she kind of plays coy a little and doesn't like make herself a big threat or put herself out there in this house, she could kind of fall back a little bit and let the house eat each other when that was what they were anticipating was going to happen. And she was only saved based off of the blockbuster. But it's Haley. I don't think that'll happen. I think that would be the smart thing for her to do with her game. Have the conversations you need to have, but kind of play it back. But it's Haley. She's going to go balls to the wall. If we had an Easter basket calendar or base calendar, it would be 1983, but we have a Christmas based calendar, so it's 2026. Sure. You know more about that than I do. All right, so Yosh is the HOH. Big things I think are going to come this week. I think we're going to find out a lot of where the house lies, and I think it's going to also open up for opportunities to really mix and mingle because Yosh is very much so a wild card. That would be a bit El Stupido if Devin saves D. 1, she kept her power from him. 2, the big payback from Survivor. I mean, I get it. It would be stupid. I just expect him to do something wild with it, and I could see him doing that, right? Like, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I could see it happening. Okay, that makes sense with Haley. That's personally my opinion of what she should do, but we know Haley. It's Thog. She's not going to do that. She's not going to do that. She's not going to play coy. She's going to be boisterous for sure. Damn, I really thought for a second that Drew won it just based on what Taylor said. Very interesting. All right, guys, we've been live for 2.5 hours here. I got to probably get going. My wife's going to kill me if I do another 5-hour live stream. So 2.5 hours. I'm going to call it here. We got a Yosh HOH. We will find out tonight watching the feeds what happens, where this season's going to go, what this week's going to bring. But I appreciate you guys all being here in the chat. I hope you all locked in for this night. It was a lot of fun. When does he have to use the power buy? So he has 6 weeks. So I think he has 3 weeks left. 2 or 3 weeks left. This might be going into the last one. If you guys are new here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Anything you guys do to like it, comment, whatever, it all helps me get out there in the algorithm, gets me in front of more people. So I appreciate you guys. If you guys like this content, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I go live. I go live on twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. Also at After Show on YouTube. If you guys give us a like, give us a follow, hit that bell notification. It helps out a ton. At Goodsby Bobby on social media. And I go live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 10 a.m. to noon Pacific, talking all things about what's going on in the Big Brother house. And so if you guys are with me tomorrow, I'll be live at 10 a.m. Pacific to go live from 10 to noon, talking about what we found out from the Yosh HOH night, where he's at, where the nominees are going to possibly fall, who's in trouble, who's in not, and where this house is at with the Yosh HOH. So I'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, to talk about it all with you guys. So thank you guys all, everyone in the chat. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow for my live stream. With that being said, I am out of here. You guys have a great night. Bye, guys.